Hi, hello, Paxi. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think the network is bad.
I hope that you can get me clear. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I cannot hear you well. Just try check your mic.
My mic is on.
Try check.
Um,
Yeah, try check your mic.
the mic is on.
Yeah, I'm trying to struggle. I'm struggling to hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I'm just trying to see if I can hear you well, but I hope that you can hear me well. So, how is the afternoon coming up, brother?
It's awesome. It's awesome.
There is a
Can you
problem
hear
with
me
the
now?
audio, but I hope that we can still manage to do the show without the audio here.
Excuse me. Let me get this straight.
Try come again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Now you're perfect. The audio quality is wonderful. So welcome to the show. This is the
Okay.
Express Show live right here with Pomzi Africa. And I just wanted to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself. Who is paxcid Banks? How can you introduce yourself?
My name is Onoja Cylax. I'm from Nigeria. I'm an upcoming artist from
Yes, Cyrus.
Nigeria. You say?
I'm saying a.k.a. Cyrus. Let us know a little bit about yourself and how
Yes.
when did you start doing music professionally?
I started doing music from when I will just say, okay, right from when I was a child, I know that this music was my thing. But when I started
Yeah.
music officially was 2020 or no 2018 to 2019. That was when I started officially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe perhaps you can let me know about the very first project that you put out. What was your very
Um,
first project?
my latest project.
No, the very first one.
Okay. The title of the project is Odoyewu, like, and I believe that is the last song that I'm going to drop under the brand
Yeah.
called Paxcid Banks. We are on another new phase now, so I will be dealing with something like Cylax, spelled Cylas, and I have a whole lot of things coming up on that brand. Trust me, it's going to be mad.
Maybe perhaps also maybe I would just like to ask you something. When it comes to the music industry right there in Nigeria, um,
Yeah,
how is the state of the music industry in Nigeria right now? How is the state of the music industry in Nigeria? How is the state of the music
like,
industry in Nigeria?
yeah, music is moving like music is moving like spirit in this country, like very very fast. And if you make any little mistake, maybe you might be left so behind. So um and I believe from how we have been doing things these days, you will notice that Nigeria Afrobeat is worldwide and globally.
And I think right now we do have a major artist in Nigeria, for example, Burna Boy, Davido, Asake. All of them, they're doing wonderful and they're doing world tours. But for you as an upcoming artist, who are some of the artists that you want to collaborate with? Maybe you can name two artists that you are planning to have a collaboration with in future.
If I'm opportune to have
Yeah,
a collaboration with any artist, I will say I will prefer Omale to jump on one of my song, because the song is his type of song, and I
yeah.
believe that if he jump on the song, it can make a whole lot of difference on the song, and um I know that the song is going to make a very huge wave. So I will say this Omale.
Omale, and I think Omale has been doing very, very well.
Yeah,
Even in Kenya, there's a time he came and did a tour in Nairobi, and he was performing his
abs-
biggest hits, including So So, including Soba, and people love his music very, very much right here in Nairobi. And when it comes to also maybe international collaborations, I hope that you're also looking forward in that particular aspect where you can collaborate with from an artist. Go on, sorry, go on. Yeah, my other question for you is I would just like to ask you, what are some of the challenges maybe perhaps that you have faced in the industry so far as an artist? What challenges have you faced as an artist? No, I'm talking about the challenges that you're facing as an artist. What challenges are you facing as an artist? Can you hear me? Hello? Um,
he's coming and
okay. I'm just asking what challenges are you facing as an artist there? What, yeah. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Go on. Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, I will say financial challenges, and in this music industry, once you don't have money, I think you're just wasting your time. Like you're not good. Like it's just a waste of time here.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
at least you have to have some money. You have to have cash to be pushing things.
yeah,
And if you ask anybody to do things for you these days, like you are not going to, like, after everything, you're not going to let the person go like that.
yeah. I agree. I agree with
You say?
you here in Kenya as well. Even Kenya as well, people are going through the same challenges for artists. And are
Yes.
you signed to any music label? Are you working on any music label? Are you signed with any music label?
No, I'm doing everything on my own.
Would you perhaps consider signing under any music label if you're given a record contract?
Sure, sure.
Yeah,
But
because I think mm,
yeah, if I have the opportunity to join a label, I won't
yeah,
hesitate. But it should be a label that
yes, it should be a label that.
it should be a label that I have enough confidence that they are going to make things work out for me.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about maybe your latest project. What is your latest project, and how can people support the project?
I have a whole lot of project. Like it's not just a single project that I have, but the one that I'm supposed to drop, like the one that I'm going
Yeah,
to drop in few months time, is called Energy.
yeah,
And the project is about me being in a relationship, and
yeah,
I got hurt because I trust the person a lot and I got hurt. You get? So
yeah,
I now put everything together and use it as a song to show how I feel when everything
yeah.
happened.
Okay, that's quite interesting. And maybe perhaps some people who are wondering, why have you changed your name from Paxid Banks to Cyrus? Why did you decide to rebrand?
Although when I was coming up, I will say a whole lot of artists have motivated me. I will just say the light of Wizkid and Ricardo Banks. So
Yeah,
I just come up with the name. I derived the
yeah,
name from Wizkid and
yeah,
Ricardo Banks. So
yeah.
as
That is how the name came up.
I yes, yeah,
Yeah,
when I noticed that I just need to stand on my own and do things on my own,
yeah.
then I change it from Basket Bounce to Silas, which
Uh,
is my real name.
and
Yeah.
And maybe perhaps someone might think that for some artists, having like two names, Ricardo Banks, people might remember two names. When you say Cyrax, maybe they might not be able to remember because it's just one name. But I know you have to do a lot of work for you to make your brand or your name stand out in the industry. Let me ask you
Yeah.
something. When it comes to the reception of your music, how have people received your music? Maybe your friends, your colleagues, your fans. How has your music been received so far in Nigeria and even maybe outside?
Like I say before you can do anything in this industry, you will have finances to push things. Like, and these days, we just go to studio, record song, just put it out there. Me and my friends have been listening to it. So I will just say,
Yeah,
I don't have any fan. Like, I don't have any fan base. Just
mm.
few
You're
people.
building slowly.
It's
You're
just
building the
few.
fan base. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's just few people that are supported. So I know that I'm going to make a change this year. I'm going to make
yeah.
a whole lot of difference this year.
That is quite wonderful. Let me ask you, who are some of the producers that you have worked with, and some other artists that you have worked with? Can you tell us about maybe one or two producers, or maybe one or two artists that you have worked with so far?
Okay, the first producer that I have in my list should be Cyrilic. He's
Yeah,
like a brother. He's like, let me just say, he's like Don Jazzy of coming artists. He helped
yeah,
people a lot. Like, he helped people a
yeah,
lot,
yeah,
and I'm so grateful. Like, if most of my upcoming projects, he's the one that produced all the beats. And
yeah.
again, if I'm to mention another person, then I will call Sammy Jazz. He's the one that have
Okay,
been he's the one that have been recording, mixing and mastering my songs. So
yeah.
I will say he's very, very good as well.
That's quite interesting. And maybe when it comes to performances, recently I saw you performing somewhere on a music video. Can you tell us about some of the places and some of the memorable moments that stand out for you when you're performing? Maybe some places you performed in a school, maybe in a wedding, anywhere else. Tell us about your memorable experience performing for your fans or
Uh
performing for a crowd.
before you have a whole lot of turn up in a show, or
Yeah,
before you see people vibing to what you are doing, at least you have to
yeah,
have a song that like that has a whole lot of vibes. Like,
yeah,
mostly Africans, they do with vibes. They don't listen. They don't give a fuck about your lyrics. They do with
yeah,
vibes.
yeah,
So sometimes I will just go to a party, and I will just
mm,
perform a song, thinking that
yeah,
maybe they are going to understand the song and all those things, but
mm,
they are not paying attention to the lyrics. They just want to hear the vibes, and the vibe is not just, so the energy will be
mm,
dull. So
yeah,
I understand, but if you are to meet them one on one and you play the
yeah,
song to them, and
yeah,
I believe they are going to say, yeah, this song is good.
yeah,
So a whole lot of challenges is still there though.
yeah. And let me ask you something. When you look at the music industry, maybe perhaps you've been doing music for some time now, for over 3 years. What legacy would you like to leave behind when you're all is said and done? And what legacy would you like to make to live in the music industry? Everyone has their own legacy, but what would you like to be remembered for when it comes to the music you make?
um I will like to drop something like a whole lot of stuff that will be motivating people. Maybe
Yeah.
when you hear this song, you'll be like, oh, when Silas was here, he really tried. Like he really make a whole lot of impact in
Yeah.
through his songs and all those things. So um if the time comes like that and
Yeah.
maybe you feel like you might be going through one kind of time, you might be going through one kind
Yeah.
of time and you will just feel like, let me just go through this old song and check it out. I believe
Yeah.
it will work out.
That is wonderful. And let me ask you something. When it comes to the future of the music industry, right now, people are moving from piano to Afrobeat, from Afrobeat to piano and other genres of music. But how can you describe your genre of music? How can you describe your type of music? The type of music you do, how can you describe it? Is it piano? Is it Afrobeat? Is it Afrofusion? How would you describe your music
I
to people?
I you know, in this music industry, you cannot just say this is what I based on doing.
Yeah, yeah,
You get, if you just
yeah,
say let me just focus on on only one kind genre, you might be left
yeah,
behind at the end of the day. Maybe
mm,
when the genre got fade, you will get fade with the genre, you get.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I do everything.
Okay,
I
that's
do.
quite interesting. And also let me ask you, when you talk about you've worked with different producers, can you tell us about your creative process, or what inspires your creative process? Is it because of real life experiences? Is it because of some stories you heard on the media? Is it because of how is your creative process? Do you go to the studio and write about your life, or write about someone else, or do they send you a beat and then they give you a beat and then from there you decide what to write? How is your creative process when you're making a song?
Nobody sends me beats. Sometimes I just go
Yeah.
online. Sometimes I will
Mm.
just maybe around 2 o'clock in the midnight, I will just
Yeah.
wake up. I will just go online and start searching for beats. Maybe I will just see a
Yeah.
beat. Like I don't know,
Mm.
the vibe just comes. You get the
Yeah.
vibe just comes.
Yeah.
So I will
Yeah.
just create something to the beat and it will turn out
Yeah.
awesome. And sometimes
Yeah.
maybe, okay, if it's any sax song, if I'm to
Yeah.
sing any sax song, it should be
Yeah.
any sad song that I drop, I'm saying any
Mm.
lyrics that you hear in the song, I'm saying everything
Yeah.
from what I've gone through. You get.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything you hear in any of my sad song, I have gone through these
Yeah.
stuffs. I cannot just come out and put person's story out. I have my
Yeah.
own story to write about myself. So if I s- if there's what I'm not cool with and all those things, then I will just
Yeah.
come out and talk about it through my music.
Yeah, I agree with you. And where can people find your music? Where is your people? Where are you pushing your music a lot? Is it on YouTube, AudioMark? Is it on SoundCloud? Is it on Spotify? Is it on where can people find your music to support it?
My music is on all digital platforms.
Yeah.
Apple Music,
Mm.
Audiomack, Spotify,
Mm.
YouTube, and all digital platforms.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what's up. And maybe perhaps let me ask you, what can be done to support artists in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, but even in Africa? What can be done? What can the government do, or what can be done so that there is enough support for artists, young upcoming artists? What can be done to support young and upcoming artists in Nigeria or even in Kenya, in Africa generally? What do you think should be done so that artists now get something in their pocket? They get some money. They move their craft or their art to another level. What can be done to support young artists in Africa?
In the street of Africa, in every street you go, you will have
Yeah,
you will see a whole lot of like a whole lot of kids trying to better themselves through this music.
yeah,
A whole lot of
mm,
talent are in the street of Africa. So
yeah,
if and most of those kids, studio session is very expensive for them to afford. So
mm,
once
mm,
once you have, like, let me just say, opening a studio, like if a
mm,
free studio to upcoming artists, we go a long way. That will go a
yeah.
long way. So that is the first step. Like that is the first step, and I know that is going a long way.
That is going to help a lot of people. And there are also other programs. I don't know if you heard about Mr. Easy. There was a project, there was a program he put out. It's called Empower. Do you think that programs like Empower can help young artists? Maybe like, I don't know if you realize that Joe Boy came up through the Empower
Yes.
program. Did you hear about the Empower program? Do you think such programs can help?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Easy is feeling like you can't be in Empower and you won't blow up. Mr. Easy is very, very hardworking, and I believe that he's going to do a whole lot of things to put you out there.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think we should rather have much more of those programs, so that young artists can also get a platform, because also a platform is very very much important. In Kenya, we do have what we call the gatekeepers. I don't know if you know about. For example, if you take your song to a radio station, you will find people not playing this particular music or supporting this particular music. So just like to ask, when it comes to supporting of the music, do you believe that there are gatekeepers in the industry? You know, people who just want to make it difficult for young and upcoming artists to make it through. Are there gatekeepers in the Nigerian music industry?
In every music industry, you should know that there are some people that just have it in mind that I don't want this person to break through, and
Yeah,
maybe they might be feeling insecure that maybe if this person comes, I will be
yeah,
irrelevant. I will be irrelevant.
yeah,
So it's everywhere. I will just say
yeah.
this everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I agree. And when it comes to the kind of a music that you're hoping to do, I do hope that you are also able to inspire young other people. What is your message to young upcoming artists or people who are maybe perhaps in their high school or primary school and they want to become artists like yourself one day? What would be your message for your advice to these people who are younger children or maybe who are younger people in high school, primary school, and they want to become an artist one day? What can you say to them?
Music industry, like music is very, 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 very hard without capital, like I said
Yeah.
before. So, and if you know that you have this thing in you, you shouldn't be listening to people, because when I started this career, they told me that without money you can never make it. And I've seen a whole lot
Yes.
of street kids that don't even have money. They just come out and all of a sudden they're blowed up. So you don't
Yeah.
listen to whatever people say, just keep doing what you are doing, and one day
Okay.
God will
Yeah.
remember you.
I agree with you 100%. I don't know. I think you hid your camera. I cannot see your camera on your end. I wanted you, as we wind up, as we conclude, I wanted you to give us a closing remark or maybe some message to your fans or people that have been supporting your music. But I think your camera is blocked. I cannot see you on the screen. But maybe you can give us a closing remark, maybe some word to your fans or some people who are supporting your music. What can you say to them as a closing remark?
Can you see me now?
No, I still cannot see you. I think your camera is blocked. I still cannot see the camera on your
It's
end. It's blocked.
it's not blocked. That should be network.
Maybe it's network, but maybe give us your closing remark or your message to the fans that are supporting your music.
I will say, I will just say, I will say thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you a whole lot. I'm coming out big. I'm coming out strong. I'm coming out with a whole lot of vibe. Trust me, I'm never going to let any of you down. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. We do appreciate you for taking the time to join us on Pomsy Africa. And this is also a platform that is giving young artists an opportunity to just express themselves and say how they feel. And we are hoping that we shall also grow together as a brand and as a platform. And maybe perhaps one day we shall invite you to come to Kenya and perform for a Pomsy Africa Festival. Who knows? Maybe God will give us that opportunity. But for now, we want to thank you and I wish you all the best music. Maybe
Thank you
perhaps
so
give us your
much.
social media handles. Give us your social media handles as you leave, as we wind up. Your social media handles, your Instagram or
My
TikTok or YouTube.
In all platforms, my
Yeah.
handle in all platform is Cylax season, which is spelled CYLASSZN. Cylax season.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, and
Yeah.
I hope to have you on another opportunity. And I wish you all the best. In Swahili, we do
Thank
say "asante sana." I don't know how you say it in Igbo or Fulani. What language do you speak
you.
there? Your local language?
my local language
Is
is
it
called my local language is called Igala.
Igala? How do you
Yeah.
say? How do you say good? How do you say thank you in Igala?
Agba.
Akbar. Okay, that's
Yeah,
what's up, our family. Akbar. Hope to see you next time. And for now, I
yeah,
just want to thank Cylax for joining us, and I will wish
yeah,
him all the best in his endeavors. I think we shall end it there, but
yeah.
next
Thank
time
you,
we do hope that we shall be much, much longer. Thank you so much. Thank you for
thank you, thank you. God bless you.